Christie's never looking at the camera when we start.
Because I'm trying to find it.
It drives me bonkers. Actually, you want to grab my coffee over there, please? I
Nope.
was just setting up the
I
camera.
don't want to.
And somebody wasn't here.
I don't want to grab his coffee.
Please grab my coffee. Please.
Good morning, Terry.
Coffee.
Good morning, Lori.
We're a little late today.
As I went up to go get a refill on my coffee, I said to my mom, well, we're off to go bore some people this morning. But you all keep coming back, so it can't be that boring, I guess.
Yeah. So yesterday, what did we do?
It
Nothing.
was a beautiful, beautiful, warm, sunny day, though, yesterday.
Then the evening changed to nasty.
And then there was a thunderstorm, which is typical of Alberta.
It is crazy here because you have good days.
Good morning, Jeff. Oh, and Kenzie, good morning. What are you doing up so early, Kens?
So then immediately it gets ugly out there. It's crazy. I mean, it's just, you can't have a full day of anything here.
But it rained really hard for just a short time, and then the sun came out again. But it did rain more last night because it's wet upstairs.
Ooh. If there wasn't the weather in Canada, there'd be nothing for Canadians to talk about. They would just look at each other, and that's all it would be. But now it's how was the weather yesterday? Oh, it was tough. But then it wasn't. But then it was. But then it wasn't. And then it was again.
Yeah, well, it's kind of how it is.
Yeah. So back home, we heard the weather is nice.
Even Karina, who many of you know is our banker from Mexico, so she is Mexican, she was complaining about the heat. So it's got to be hot.
Yeah, and every year it's
Good morning, Keith. Mackenzie said I was rude. I'm just joking, honey.
We've got two weathers in Mexico. We've got warm, and then really warm, and then actually rainy. I guess we've got warm.
We can go
really warm.
on from weather. You just said that's all people have to talk about. I've got comments to read.
Oh, well, then you better read them quick. Quick, hurry up. They want to hear them.
Well, Terry said that she had a dream of my mom and dad, and they were going on vacation and having such fun planning. Good luck with that. Actually, the planning part's easy, right, Mom? If you're on yet, I don't think she's watching yet. The planning part is easy. It's the actual going that she has problems with.
Yeah, one of her sisters was here yesterday, and at 4:30, 5 o'clock, she bursts out, "Let's go shoe shopping." And her mom's like, no.
I mean, I kind of don't blame her because, it was getting around to be around dinner time, et cetera, and my mom knew I had an amazing dinner planned.
Oh, you did have an amazing dinner.
I made my ribs last night, and they were good.
They really were. Well, we've got so many people in the house to feed for them.
Well, yeah, I mean...
It's like 7 people here.
Well, because Kenzie came to visit. Otherwise, it's 6 normally that are
that's
living
like 6
here.
Adults.
That's almost like 6 adults. You're here, though.
It's like 7 adults. Yeah.
Good morning, Pastor Freddie.
So this last week, since Nordeg, because in Nordeg I felt really rough and bloated and awful. So then now I've just been eating 2 meals a day, but smaller meals, and now I feel really good. I really do. So yeah, I think the thing with coming back to Canada is you want to try all the foods you missed, and all the foods you missed are really fatty and gross and disgusting.
Yeah, it's not like we missed fresh vegetables.
I sure do miss the cucumbers in Canada. No, I said nobody ever. Nobody. Because you go to Mexico, everything is fresh. It's from the field. Then what they do is they'll take that stuff and then ship it up to Canada in gas, because that's what you do, and then they'll ripen it on their time. So by the time you eat some fruit, it's 6 months to a year old. I'm sorry, it's true.
Yeah, Keith was saying it was 31 degrees, but felt like 36, because the humidity is so high in Mexico.
That is something that's different. Mm-hmm. In Mexico, when you have a temperature, it'll feel warmer. In Canada, it feels colder.
Generally speaking, yeah, because of the humidity. One thing I'm noticing here, though, is... my eyes are dry, so they water more. Does that make sense?
No.
So they're kind of...
No.
Well, that's what's happening.
That doesn't make sense.
Because I haven't changed makeup. I haven't changed anything. But my eyes are watery.
Yeah, well, you're watching TV all the time. You're watching Dragon's Den with your mama.
Yeah, my mom does watch a lot of TV.
And Dragon's Den.
Old dragon's dens, not even new ones. So then we Google them and find out, look, I have this hair right here, you guys. I need a haircut. I really need a haircut.
Your mom's going to cut it today. We will make her cut it today. Why'd you hold your head like it was a headache? Just thinking about it?
No.
Is that like
No, Mom, that's not what I meant at all.
Yeah, I think I need a haircut too because I've been cutting my own hair a few spots.
And it actually looks pretty good. Like, you're doing an okay job, except for I think here is a little thicker.
Yeah.
But it could be just the transition between white and black.
Yeah, that transition's been there for many years. But now it's all kind of just filling in
It's
the
starting
blanks.
to spread more.
Yeah, because I had the sides always, and the hairdresser would be like, people pay to get that done. And I'm like, well, people are stupid because it just makes you look older.
Yeah.
But it helped in our real estate business because people thought I was older than I was. Now I'm just older.
He's just old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
It is what it is.
But yeah, my eyes are quite watery.
I am sorry to hear that, honey. Let me pour some coffee in.
How would that help?
It's water-based. And I think for you, you'd probably like it.
No.
It's like, give me more in my
I
eyes.
should do coffee drops in my eyes.
That would be good.
I'm sure that would be painful, actually. Actually.
Coffee's cold now.
I told you I'd get you more when I went up there.
So I said to Christie, I'd like to go shopping today. And she's like, we're going to the farmer's market. I said, well, when is that? 4 o'clock. So that means all day today.
Good morning, Lori.
I'm
Matt
just here.
Bolin, how are you?
Hi,
I know
Lori.
He's pretending he's trapped. I mean, we've
trapped.
we've been home one day. Yesterday. Today we're going out. Monday we were out. Tomorrow
Where were we out?
Monday you went out with Darwin.
Well, yeah, that was fun. Mm-hmm. That's the stuff I want to do.
Well, I'm sorry, but none of your friends are calling you
If
to go out
anybody
and
else
play.
needs a truck dog for a day, let me know.
Well, that's what we're doing tomorrow. My brother needs to go get his finger. He had a pin in his finger.
Same brother who fell 3 stories on the dirt.
He's not really careful.
I think he is. I just think that he's got so much going on. I mean, that falling 3 stories, the guy is alive. I mean, I've known guys who've fallen 1 story, gone. He fell 3 stories. Broke neck, back, all this stuff.
Yeah, and
ribs.
clavicle and yeah.
But still, he's alive. And I mean, he's a miracle. He really is.
Yeah.
So yeah, so now he had a little circular saw, and it had a chainsaw attachment, which I've never seen before. It was crazy. And somehow it went right against his finger. Like, just all the skin, everything right to
Well,
bone.
we know what happened. He was going to unplug it, but as he was reaching to unplug it, he accidentally flipped the switch. That's what happened.
Oh.
And so it went on as he was moving his hand over. So the top of his pointer finger
Gone.
on his left hand
Oh, now it's fixed up.
was like all the tendons, well, halfway, I think from the knuckle up or something. So he has a pin in it anyways.
But he does physio, and I love watching his physio because it's all it is. And he's like, but it's his left hand.
Does milk it for all it's worth,
Yeah.
little funny guy. But anyways, so he doesn't know for sure what the procedure is going to be tomorrow, whether they have to put him under, and
So if you know if you have to get a pin out of your finger, how long to expect for that, let us know so we can plan accordingly. Because we're going to drive to Red Deer, then
with him,
wait.
and wait
Because
for
you can't
him.
go in the hospitals anymore because COVID, and then you have to come back. Oh wait, I wonder if Michael will be at the hospital. We should find out, because is there more than one hospital in Red Deer?
I don't think so. I think there's just the one.
Maybe we can see him.
But we're not allowed in the hospital.
Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. That's why they say it. Oh, John. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. You know, just you're almost America, but you're not.
Why would you want to be America, really?
I know. The shopping's better there. But that's about it. Because you go into Canada, like when you go to the States and you go to Canada, and if you go to the States, it's almost like they've tried to imitate Canada. But it was kind of like, let's just miss a few things. And then...
The States tried to imitate Canada? Are you insane?
A little.
Okay, well, as long as he's admitting it.
If I said the other way, people would be like, how dare you offend Canada that way? But with a British accent, because we were colony.
And Terry, you're right. It was a miracle that Kelly survive that fall. Thank God my dad was there to help him and stabilize him until they could get him.
Like, he was not breathing when he fell.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
And then, yeah, and we are, well, I don't know if we're going to go to Sylvan. The thing is we just don't know how long, Kelly doesn't know how long the procedure will take. So what we're hoping, we're going to call some friends today and see if anyone's available tomorrow to come in and meet us for...
Around the hospital, maybe.
Yeah, someplace around the hospital, so we're not making Kelly wait, because we are here for him, not for us, that tomorrow.
Yeah, but let's make it about us, though.
Well, we usually do.
We could just leave him in the hospital and pretend, oh, we're so sorry, it's like 7 o'clock.
That would be just rude.
It would be. But your brother would appreciate it.
No, he wouldn't.
Okay.
Because he could be in pain when it's done. We don't know what he's going to be.
They'll have him so drugged up.
Anyways,
He's
that's
got
why
funny drugged up stories.
That is why. But Terry, the problem is I don't know exactly what he doesn't even know. He's asked his doctor, and they don't. It depends on what they find basically when they go in, because
They'll find a metal pin in his finger.
they thought at first they'd have to amputate his finger.
This guy is a walking miracle.
Yeah, he really is. So yeah, so they thought he'd have to amputate his finger. So whatever happens, and unfortunately it is all the way in Red Deer, not just in Edmonton, but...
Why didn't he? Oh, it's only because he stopped in Red Deer. So they're in Rocky Mount, no, Nordegg. When
Yeah,
this
they were
happens.
in Nordegg.
And
yeah.
Nordegg's like an hour out of Rocky. It's in no man's land.
But beautiful, stunningly beautiful.
So holding his finger, had to drive to Rocky, an hour away.
With his wife, who was not speeding because she doesn't speed. So he said, if at any time.
And then they're like, yeah, we can't help you. You're going to have to go to Red Deer, which is now another hour
Well,
away.
and they didn't give him much hope.
No.
They basically said, first of all, the doctor that was on call said, that is way above my pay grade.
But then he goes to the hospital, and there wasn't one, there was two plastic surgeons.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we could do something with that.
Yeah. So anyways, thank God for the Red Deer Hospital, which is close-ish to where he was. He was able to, they were able to do it, and whatever they did to stabilize it. And then they were it was on a wait-and-see kind of thing. And yeah, looks like he's going to have not full mobility, of course, but he has his finger, so that's pretty good. It looks really ugly, though, that scar, because all the tendons and stuff were cut off at the top. It's pretty gross.
But yeah, Christie, for everything, it's got to look good, or else she doesn't want it. So I'm afraid if anything tragic happens to me, she'll be like, he's ugly. I can't.
Good morning,
She's
Charlie.
Close now that she says that. Hello, Charlie.
I would prefer my finger over being amputated, even if it was scarred and ugly. But
what if it's like a gnarled nub? Your finger, not Kelly's, because his looks good, and they're just like, then what? It would be like you losing a fingernail.
I know, I lost a fingernail.
She lost a fingernail.
It's been traumatic for me.
Yeah, we're thinking that she's got to get some of that equipment. So maybe we should go do that today.
I can't. I don't have a license. But one of Kenzie's staff is ordering it for me.
Oh.
We just don't know when it's gonna be ready. So we're waiting patiently. But yeah, I can do my own nails. I used to do it when I lived out here in Canada. So I will do my own once I get the stuff to do it, because I'm allergic to a lot of the product. So whatever I use has to be only for me. It
pristine.
Yeah, pristine.
It has to be pristine.
Because even the bonding agent I can't use. So
yeah,
it's just I'm just so high maintenance.
For Christie, the bonding doesn't work. We've tried almost 32 years.
We haven't bonded yet?
No, I don't think so.
It's kind of sad.
It is. I mean, that's a lot of life that's just unbondable.
What a wasted life I've led.
I've led it. I've led it.
Really? Do you really feel that way?
No.
That's why my eyes water, because he hurts my feelings on a moment-to-moment basis.
I am a terrible husband. So, yeah.
I wouldn't say that, actually. He's kind of a butthead, but he's not a terrible husband.
Wow, thank you. And I can't tell people what you are, because Facebook monitors what we say.
Sweet, loving, caring, patient as a flippin' saint to be married to you.
If I was a rapper, I'd have words.
Good morning, Kathy.
Yeah, which Kathy.
Smith.
Hello,
my cousin
Kathy.
Kathy.
Yeah, it is. Mackenzie finally got her quilt, and she's like in love with it. And it's funny because
It doesn't get better. Thanks, Terry.
thanks. Yeah, at least you two sing together and could play like instruments and stuff. We can't even do that.
Well, we could. It just wouldn't sound good.
Yeah, that's true. We should learn an instrument like a ukulele or kazoo. Let's learn a kazoo.
Kazoo or a recorder.
No. So Spencer hid his recorder. He went to school in grade 5, the only time that he went to school. And in school, you had to buy a recorder as part of this.
Okay, to be clear, we homeschooled, so it's the only time he went to a
public school.
Well, private school.
It was a private school. So we told him the only thing your job is just to learn Spanish, because he would not speak Spanish. So, but in the recorder's like, I have no idea where it is. And then when we were moving, we found it. He'd hidden it like kind of into the bed or something.
Yeah, it was a pretty weird little spot that was under his bed, and it was a bunk bed, so we didn't move it.
It was on purpose.
I think it might have been, because I think it was up. I think it might have been in the corner by the leg or something.
We should have a talk with him about that. I don't think we ever did. I think
Spencer in grade 5. Oh, hi, Lana. How are you? And Donna, good morning.
Yep. You know what we should start doing is start interviewing people in Bucerius. I think starting next week we should have a person on, maybe one day a week. And just kind of what's going on in Bucerius. I know a few of the charities have shut down already.
Well, one that we know of.
They've run out of money. I mean, these guys were using 60,000 pesos a day.
To do their last week, they actually borrowed money from someone that they now have to pay back. So, yeah, it's sad. Is just sad, yeah. But, and Nairit's not opening yet. So I'm really worried for people back there. It's, most of these people live off tourist dollars between being hotel workers, gardeners, housekeepers, all those kinds of things for the foreigners that go down there. Property managers, some of them, even realtors. I mean, our clients aren't coming down. We're still, thank God, busy, but not everybody is. And so...
Yep. If a mask makes you feel good, wear your mask, but don't complain when other people don't. I think that if people would just do that, this world would be so much better.
Well, there's been so many people that have commented things like that. Like, if you feel more comfortable wearing your mask, do it. It's, we discussed that yesterday a little bit with vaxxers and anti-vaxxers. If the mask makes you feel safer, please wear it, but don't get mad at those of us that don't wear it. I mean, when we're required to, we do wear it, and we did back in Mexico, and we do here when it's required.
I'm grumpy when I do it, though.
Well, you're grumpy all the time, so nobody can tell the difference, really.
Maybe.
But anyways, I think that there's been, that's the thing, it's, people are getting so upset and so angry. And, and then there's this study that comes out, supposed study that says that masks do this. And this study says that masks do this. And this study says that it lasts this long on surfaces. And this study says it doesn't. It's just like, do what makes you feel better to be able to get out there and live and function again. Because this social distancing, where you're not actually talking to people, is not healthy. Humans were not made to be alone like that. That is so.
The number one thing to remember, and this is my only thing today, is 90% of the news media is owned by 6 corporations. That's it. So it's the same message. And here's the thing, they hate us. They do hate us.
Well, people in general, not just John and I.
They hate us. They hate us. No, they hate everybody. And the thing is that it's time to stretch your boundaries.
Yeah. Because
unfortunately, you have to seek the truth, and that's a problem.
Now, Lana, no man is an island. That's very true. Lana, you're asking how the COVID situation is there. Like, we're here in Canada. I don't know if you know that. We're still in Alberta.
Yeah, you can tell by the wall behind us. This is Canada.
That's what Canada looks like.
It feels like
it's cold.
It's cold.
But the COVID situation in Mexico, we're not sure because they don't have the testing facilities. And then some people say the hospitals are full, some say the hospitals are empty.
But here's the thing, 40% of Mexico is morbidly obese, like obese to morbidly obese.
But
40%.
Also 50% is young. So, we've got, but, and then someone posted a picture the other day of a big semi full of coffins. And he said that these coffins were full. And I'm like, well, they don't transport coffins like that with people in them or bodies in them. No. So, there's a whole lot of misinformation. And that's in Canada. It's in the States. It's in, the doctors in Italy are saying it's not as bad as it looked when we were.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Posting.
One of the head epidemiologists in Italy says it's morphing so fast that this is not the same COVID anymore, where in fact now it's a lot lighter than it was.
So, and again, who knows what is really going to happen? Is there going to be this second wave? Is it going to be worse? Is it going to be...
Come November, it's all going to change. Don't you worry.
This is the conspiracy theorist coming out in my husband.
No. This is not a conspiracy theorist. It's every freaking 4 years we've got some new disaster that comes out. And really it's just to win elections. And it's sad and it's sucky and it's terrible and we all pay a terrible price. And it's time for us to fire all the politicians and the bureaucrats.
Oh, okay. It's enough
the bureaucrats
politics.
Run the government. It's true! Thank you, Ted Byfield.
Next conversation.
Yes.
But nobody's asking us any questions, so we can't.
Well, I think we can talk about fast food. We've talked about fast food. Popeyes, chicken sandwich, get one. Edmonton, awesome. 7 locations.
Today, we are going to the Sherwood Park Farmers Market this afternoon.
Woot.
And Starvin' Marvin's going to be there, so that's what we're having.
Apparently there's 2 farmers markets.
I know, so I'm finding out which one. There's a Baseline Farmers Market and the Sherwood Park Farmers Market. I think they are at the Sherwood Park Farmers Market, and I just have to figure out exactly what the hours and stuff are of that. But we're going there for dinner, so it really doesn't matter what the hours are.
Why would Sherwood Park have 2 farmers markets
on the same day? I know.
At the same time, or same day. I don't know if same time, we don't know. But that's just nuts.
Yeah.
Share up so the vendors can do multiple markets.
Yeah, and I don't know how big these markets are. I don't know. But anyways, that's what we're doing this afternoon.
Because for 2 or 3 years, we ran the Sylvan Lake Farmers Market. We started it by the water, and it was one of only 2 lakes in all of Canada.
We must have done 3 full seasons doing it. Bless you. I
got the COVID.
No, don't say that. It's not even funny.
No, sneezes are not part of it. Somehow... runny nose. I don't know what the real symptoms are because it's like every medicine is like, you may have this, and it's like, oh my God, I'm dying. I've got all of them because there's a lot of symptoms. And then some people have this and some people don't and some people have this. It's just odd. Very odd.
Mm-hmm.
Is it light white or is it dark brown?
It's light.
It's light. I see. Every morning, she gives her kidney workout. Or no, liver. It's her liver.
My first cup of coffee is plain black.
So, and is it that size as well?
No. And this wasn't full. This was only about...
You're lying.
No, seriously.
It says, waking up, leave me alone. That's where she goes on that one.
Yes.
Yeah. Quit clapping over the microphone. That's very loud for these people. I apologize for her rudeness.
Sorry to hurt your ears. Terry, I have no idea when we're coming.
Where?
To BC.
Oh.
My mom hasn't really committed to anything quite yet.
Yeah.
Although I do think that we are going to start house hunting with my mom.
Yeah, which is good. And we have an agent already. Thank you.
We haven't met with her yet. She doesn't know she's our agent yet.
She's a lucky lady because she doesn't know.
She has no idea what she's in for.
Do. Here we go. Yeah, it'd be fun looking at Canadian real estate. Mm-hmm. Things are so different here. Because back where we're from, it's just cement, bricks, concrete, rebar. Here it's like wooden stuffing.
Wooden stuff?
Yeah, like fiberglassy things and drywall-y things. Which, we have drywall, but in 7 to 10 years, it's gone, and the termites will find it, and they will eat it, and then you'll have like, hey, pff, and then just your wall falls.
Yeah. My mom has commented, though, that she would like to be out before winter. So we got to get cracking.
Cracker.
Cracker.
Get cracking, cracker.
I think that's racist.
I'm a whitey. I call us whiteys all the time.
Well, you might be considered racist.
So I say all the whiteys in Mexico, of which I'm one, but I don't feel whitey.
Really? You feel more Mexican than white?
I do. I'm the Mexican who doesn't speak much Spanish.
Good morning, Rosemary. And yes, we know that it's hot, and thank goodness you have a nice pool, honey.
And air conditioning and solar power.
And solar panels, that's right.
You are a wise, wise woman. It took us 16 years or 15 years to get solar.
We still don't have a pool, though.
No, we don't. But that'll be soon enough. Yeah, we could do it, but I think it would get rid of like a third or a quarter of our savings. And that would be like not a disaster. But
No, it's not a wise thing to do right at this moment.
no, it isn't. But
Until we know when business will get going again.
yep, it's a very strange time. I mean, we're still making money. That's good.
Yeah, we still have clients, and but there's no sense in doing a big expense like that without
Yeah.
waiting. So it's not a hurry.
Without waiting?
Waiting
Like wading into
in
the
the
water?
Yeah.
Wading in the pool?
I have a friend that lives 2 doors down that has a pool that she'd let me come in anytime I wanted, even when she's working. Right, Lynn? She's not listening, but...
But her pool is in a pit. It's like 2-story high wall. So you've got sun for maybe 10 minutes.
But in the summer, like right now, that would probably be really nice and cool.
Yeah.
That'll be the benefit of her pool this summer. It won't get bathwatery.
That's true.
Because when you have lots of sun hitting your pool in the summer in Mexico, nothing refreshing. Oh, really? Your pool's that warm? Rosemary's saying it's 96 degrees Fahrenheit. That's warm.
In the pool?
Yeah, that's what she's
Wow,
saying.
that is hot.
Nothing refreshing about that, she said. Like stepping into a very warm bath. I know that's the thing, right? I mean, you have a pool, and unless it's heated in the summer or in the winter, it's too cool for us wimpy people, and in the summer it's too warm. Where my friend Lynn's, hers doesn't get very much sun at all, so hers will, I think, potentially stay cooler this year. We'll see, because she's built up a few things. In the winter, it's uncomfortably cold, and so. But if she gets she's getting solar panels, so if she gets a heater, then it'll be able to heat it in the summer.
The heater's not going to be able to. With the solar panels she's putting on, it's not going to heat the pool. So the easiest way to do it is to get a solar-powered water heater, and you need 2 times the surface area of the pool in the sun, and it just circulates all through all day. That is perfect.
And that's what we're going to do, right?
For the winter, yes. We've got tons of room on our 3rd floor.
Yeah, we have a big... but that doesn't help cool it in the summer.
No.
Mind you, ours, because if we put that wall up, it'll be south-facing, so it'll get rid of a lot of the sun. Anyways, neither here nor there. Black pool surfacing. But only in the summer, Terry, because in the winter, some solar panels would work, keeps it warmer in winter and cooler. Oh, solar panels will keep it cooler?
Huh.
If you have a cooling mechanism on it, I don't know how that works.
Yeah, well, Linda had a cooling system. So hers had to stay within like 2 or 3 degrees, which was very expensive to do.
And hers was electric.
Yeah.
But she had solar panels.
But still, her electricity was very high because that pool, we chatted with the person who installed the system, and they're like, she was crazy.
Hey.
Oh, that's what he said. But the thing is that it's so expensive just to do that narrow focus. So I think if you're going to do it, you want like a 10-degree spread and not like a 2-degree spread. Because that 2 degrees or 1 degree is crazy for electricity consumption. It is. Yep. So I think this year we may focus on the houses. I don't know what we're going to do. So we need your advice. Do we do the pool, or do we do the 2 single units that we're going to build on our property? Because we've seen some amazing properties here that they build, but they use the whole lot, and we're going to use just a portion of the lot, the width, but in a bit of the depth, and then the pool. And then Christie says no access for those people. I don't know how we're going to do that.
If we're using it as a rental, I don't want to share my pool with people I don't know.
I get it. I don't, but I get it.
You get it. You don't. You wouldn't go in the pool if there was guests that were staying in there.
We know people that rent, and they have strangers in their pool.
And how many times do they use their pool?
I don't know.
Pastor Freddie, Terry says pool. Pastor Freddie says the 2 units.
Yeah, we don't know. So yeah, I think we'll figure it out.
Well, let's just go by faith, and that we'll have the money to do both.
Actually, yeah, that's a better idea. I like that idea.
So this
we're gonna need a
COVID
kick
thing
butt
won't
year.
last forever, and then we will be able to go back to our normal life. And
Yeah, in Canada, it's crazy that 2 week that you must quarantine. That's nuts. So I think
that's hurting.
That's going to hurt the Canadians coming to
Yeah.
Mexico this year, which hurts Mexico. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's very true, very true.
Yep. So anything else?
Yes,
hon?
both, and Eva agrees. Yeah.
Anything else? I think for today. So in the comments today, ask us a question, and then tomorrow we will answer the question, and we'll go from there. Anything you want, anything that mature adults can talk about.
Okay, that's a better one.
Yeah, because if it's
Because we
immature,
know a lot of not mature adults, so.
and I discuss it, but Christie, she's kind of awkward. You are. You just won't talk about some things. I don't know why, because our life is an open book.
Okay, you asked for it.
So yeah, ask us a question. So we're going to go now. So goodbye. Thank you for watching us. I appreciate it, really do.
And the feedback today.
Oh, the comments
we had a
today,
lot more
right.
feedback today
Yeah.
than we do some days. Some days we just are talking and hoping that people are not sleeping.
Yeah. So we will talk about the things that you're asking about tomorrow. So if you have questions about Mexico, about Canada, about our life, our children, I think that's a safe bet. Our business, and then we can go from there. So remember, love one another, be kind to one another, don't touch your face, don't touch your spouse's face, wash your hands often, and happy Wednesday.
And I will tell my mom that you said hi, Pastor Freddie.
Yes.
And Terry.
So there you go. Happy Wednesday.